MK, and today is reset day. So I have a small little box on the side of my desk, and once it gets full, it is time for me to clean up my desk. And the common term for crafters is Mesk. So it's a messy desk, and that's where my kind of intro came from for this recording. Normally, I do this on a live. That way I can answer questions and get all that stuff done. I do have a few of these done live, but it's never the same supplies. Like, it is the same supplies, but it's not quite to the point where it's always the same supplies. So I have extended my camera out as far as it can go so you guys can see just about the majority of my desk. I had no clue that I knocked my leg out, and you can see, like it's not square on to my desk. So I apologize about that. I just realized that I did that. I don't ever look up, you guys. It's so far up there I can't see it. It's practically touching my light fixture up at the top. I have a really huge tripod, and I really love it, but it makes it difficult for me to see what exactly I'm recording. I just hit play and hope for the best. So the first thing that I do is I go through all of my supplies and I make like piles. So I've got an embellishment pile, I've got a mixed media pile, I've got a tool pile, a fiber pile, just all the different kinds of piles. That way, when I go to put all this stuff away, it's a one and done. I don't have to, oh, I found a twine, I'm going to go put the twine away. Oh, I found another twine, I'm going to go put the other twine away. So I have to tell you guys that this box lasted me through the entire 30 days of sketches. I did not have to clean my box at all throughout the entire 31 days. And normally at about day 15, halfway there, I have to clean out, reset, do all that stuff. However, the problem with that is, even though it's a good thing, the problem with it is that I don't tend to go looking for my scraps within this box like I used to. So when I have the box only half full, I like to rifle through it and see what it is that is in here that I could possibly use on the next layout or the next layout and things like that. And so I definitely didn't get that opportunity very much. Like at the beginning I did, but throughout the entire process I really did not. So anywho, which I'm okay with. It is just fine. It's just not my normal process. So golly, my process has changed ever since I went on retreat. It's just weird. I need to get back into the process that I had, or a combination of such, right? So I have my box. I took it off to the side. I actually dumped it out because little bits and pieces get stuck into it, and so I dumped it out and got rid of it. Cleaning off my messy mat. This is the mat that allows me to save the glare inside my room, and I do have the light turned off because of the fact that that glare is just awful. It really, really is. And then this is my desk. This is what my desk actually looks like, minus my glass mat, minus any messy mat, minus anything. I have this, I don't know, it looks like, it looks like rusty metal. is what it looks like. Okay, so I am trying to sort through everything that I don't have to leave my desk for. So I'm putting my tools away. I'm putting all of my staple tools away, which are in my little milk crate caddy. I only have 4 little milk crates because I find that it is helpful to not have all of them filled with milk crates, because the milk crates take up a little bit more of the space than what's in the caddy. And so sometimes I like having that extra couple, an eighth of an inch or so. So anyways, I'm also going out and picking things up. If I can bring it back to the desk, I bring it back. If I cannot, I do not. So I put my stencils away. I'm putting my twine away. This is all of my sequins. I can't bring my tools, like where I put my mixed media tools. I can't bring that because it's in a rotating tower. So those I'll have to walk away and go get. But I can bring, all of my paint pens. I can bring those out. I have to take my inks and go put them on the wall because they are all sat on the wall, and of course I can't just throw them on the wall. I have to put them where they go. Same with all of my tools. I have to put the green brush in the rotating spinny thingy that I have for that. Now, the hole in my desk, I actually have 2 holes in my desk, one on each side depending on which side I stand on. The hole on my desk is for cables and things to go through. So like if I had a light or a computer or anything like that. However, I find that it's annoying to have it that close to the edge. I would have put it more in the middle of the desk rather than that close to the edge. And that way you didn't need 2 of them. But it is what it is. Normally I have it covered up. I'm not really sure exactly how it is not covered up this go around. Yeah, I usually have it covered up. Oh, I know what happened. I took the masking off. I used to have a huge masking on my desk, and I rearranged my desk and took the entire desk apart and took the masking off, and that is how the hole ended up showing back up. Yep. I had the masking on for probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, but the masking was to help me save the desk because I don't know if it can withstand what I actually do, being a mess and whatnot. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I split everything up, you guys. I split all the paper up, not split it up, but I sorted it, right? So I have all the paper in one spot, all the embellishments in one spot, all my wood pieces in one spot. I have several little trays on my desk that get collected with lots and lots of little things. I just have a chaotic system. And right now what I'm doing is I'm organizing all of my embellishments per category of what I possibly might use them as. So I have an outdoor category, I have a Marvel category, I have a foodie category, a grunge category, which I call industrial grunge because grunge I just don't think suits it, gives it justice. I have an ocean category. My Cocoa Vanilla is all in its own category, so that's what I'm putting away first. I will be bringing out my iris bins. I have changed from the canvas bins that are part of my scrap box, which it's not called a scrap box anymore, but I feel like I should still call mine a scrap box because of the fact that it's the original scrap box. I mean, like 00 negative model scrap box, you guys. If you guys know what I'm talking about, then you'll get it. But yeah, so anyways, I went from those canvas bins to these iris bins because I've been going on retreats a lot lately now that we've opened back up. And instead of just, once I'm done with the retreat, now I have all these empty bins hanging around, I decided to just leave them there and see if I like working from the system. Truth be told, it doesn't really matter as long as my product is all in a bin. Now this one here is what I call my happy bin. It's basically anything that's girly. I didn't want to call it a girly bin, but it's anything that's girly and well, it makes me happy, right? Because I do like flowers and I do like all that kind of stuff, but I just don't, I just don't use it very often. That's why it's not a to-go iris bin. I also showed you my fanfare bin, which is basically birthdays and theme parks and things like that. Then I showed you guys my foodie bin, and now this is my Marvel bin. And then where these are going to go is my color bins. So I also have little bins that have all of the different colors, and those ones I bring out 2 at a time, so that way I can put everything away. I very rarely reach into those bins, but when I do reach into the bins, it's definitely well worth having. I use my ribbon mostly for my home decor items that I have been really into lately. Before I was just okay into, but now I've just been really into them lately, and so I'm happy that I've got all of my ribbons. I can't wait to use them up because then maybe I can shop for some more. I'm not sure. Maybe I won't. I don't know the answer to that question. My desk is getting cleaner and cleaner by the minute. I have these rings that I put together from offcuts. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I pulled this mixed media. That was one of my very first mixed media little canvas projects that I did. I pulled that out to show someone and never put it back. I also have a travel bin of some thickers that I would love to use up first before going into my Raskog and pulling out those alpha thickers. Most of the ones that are in the in the iris container are the word ones, you know, the preset words. I struggle with those because of the fact that I have 20 family words. I have 20 amazing words. I have 20, I mean, they're all the same words. And I struggle with that because I just don't use those types of words in my albums. And so I force myself to take only that on a retreat. And then, you know, it helps me use them up. I haven't used very many up, but I can talk at a good talk, right? Okay, so I have organized my paper. These are all the scraps that I have going on. I've organized them by cardstock, by print, and then of course I have my cocoa vanilla set off to the side because that will get put in the bin whether it is a scrap or not. My other scraps will also get put into bins based off of their category as well. It's just how I scrapbook, you guys. I keep everything in with the bins because I go for my scraps first because they're on top. They're right next to the embellishments. Sometimes they're in a little baggie, and so it helps. The only time that I mix my scraps is when I do my my baby got scraps at the very beginning of the year, so that way I can start off with a fresh new pot of scraps throughout the year. So that is how I organized all of my scraps and sort through and go and put everything away. I like this process because I don't have to do it after every time, but yet my desk stays semi-clean because of that little bin that I have sitting off to the side. I like the little bin because if I'm missing just a little bit of something, I can go through and pick out something from there instead of going through my scrapbook room and try to find something there. It's just a process that I find very helpful for me. So anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and watching me clean my Mesk. I really do appreciate it. And I will check y'all later. Bye.